2013, the theme for our National Heroes Day celebration is going to be recognizing achievements in youth services. Youth services, again, is another very important area. Youth services spans quite a broad area. You can have whether it's after-school programs, church programs. We have the Boy Scouts, Girls Brigades, and a number of different types of youth services that has played a huge role again in the growth of our community, because the way that we treat our youngsters, not only during the time they go to school from 8 till 3, but what they do after school and on weekends and during their free times is a very important part of how they grow up and how that molds them into young adults and then eventually into adults as well.
Our committee is made up of representatives from government as well as outside of government. We have private sector individuals who have been very involved in youth services over the years, and once we get the nominations in, the committee will review all of the nominations against the category that the nominations have been made to try and determine who the most worthy recipients are for each category of recognition. Our committee is working very specifically on recognizing the heroes in youth services, so the Youth Services Awards are the remit of our committee. The Premier's office is actually responsible for the entire celebration of National Heroes Day, organizing that event, as well as the Premier's Awards, which they will be bringing out to the public very, very soon. So our committee really is focusing just on the youth service heroes. We have early pioneer, which are people who contributed prior to 1960. We have pioneers, which are people who contributed between 1960 to 2003. We also have emerging pioneers, which are those individuals who've made a contribution more recently than 2003, but that people still think are worthy of recognition. We also have a long service award for individuals who've contributed 10 years or more, and a memorial scroll to recognize those who have contributed but who have passed on.
I'm so delighted that the government has chosen youth services as a theme for National Heroes Day 2013, and I encourage everyone to nominate. They must take into account those persons who have made an impact on the work of their organization. And that can be someone who has been in the forefront as a leader, but it can also be someone who has worked behind the scenes, but that person's contribution has made such a significant impact on getting the organization going, on keeping things on track. So we're not just looking for those persons who may be very visible, that we're seeing on a daily basis, who are out there out front, but everyone who has contributed in some way.
The nominations have to be in by the 10th of October, at which time then the committee will collate all the nominations and review them to identify who will be recognized. The nomination form will be available on the ministry's website, which is www.ministryofhealth.gov.ky. We're also going to be sending some nomination forms out in an insert in the Compass, and we'll also make them available on the ground floor of the Government Administration Building at the reception.